Hi, we're BloomyDo. Here's how to play Lucky Chicken. The game comes with written instructions and 10 decks. Each deck has 15 basic cards and 5 wild cards. All decks have the exact same cards. The goal of the game is to be the first player to get rid of all your cards by making matches with the other players. How is this done? The first step is for everyone to grab their own deck. Then you want to figure out how many cards to play with for your group size. Smaller groups shouldn't play with the full deck, as matches will be less frequent and the game will go very slow. If your group is 7 to 10 players, play with the full deck. If your group size is 6 players, you'll play with 18 cards. Keep all 5 wild cards and select 13 basic cards to play with. Instead of choosing 13 basic cards, choose 2 basic cards to remove. It'll go a lot faster. If you are a group of 5 players, you'll play with 16 cards, all 5 wild cards, and 11 basic cards. If you're a group of 4 players, you'll play with 14 cards, only 4 wild cards of your choosing, and 10 basic cards. If you're a group of 3 players, you'll play with 10 cards, 2 wild cards, and 8 basic cards. When done, everyone playing should have the exact same cards, so double check this as it's important for the game to work. Now that you are set up and ready to go, you will designate one player to say ready, go. On go, everyone will put down one random card facing up. If you match with any of the other players, put your matched card face down to the side. This is called your discard pile. If you did not match, keep the card and try playing it again at any time. But watch out for the wild cards. These have their own set of rules that can help you or sabotage you, but more on the wild cards later. Keep playing rounds like this until you've reached your last card. Playing your last card. When you get to your very last card, don't put it down for anyone to see. Instead, you will hold on to the card while each round continues with the other players. As soon as you see another player put down a matching card, put your card down and announce yourself as the Lucky Chicken winner. If you are on your last card and at least 3 rounds have passed without you seeing a matching card, or your card has become known by the other players, you can choose to switch your card with any basic card you want from your discard pile. If more than one player matches their last card, go to sudden death. More on sudden death later. Now let's go over the wild cards. This is the Lucky Chicken wild card. If you match this card with any of the other players, you and those players get to choose any card from your deck to discard, along with the Lucky Chicken card you just matched. If you don't match it, keep it and try it again at any time. If you only have one card left after matching the Lucky Chicken, you can't just discard it to win the game. You must continue playing with your last card until you match it. Next up is the Plunger wild card. This wild card is painful to play because every time you put it down and you do not match it, you get penalized by skipping one round. You can safely discard it when you match it with another player. Then we have the Diamond wild card. You want to match this card. When you do, you and the players you matched with will choose one player to add one random card without looking back to their deck. If the player you choose doesn't have a card to add back, they simply will skip one round. If all players match the diamond card, the round is a draw and you will replay the round. Discard your matched diamond card. Next is the Star wild card. This is another card you want to match. When you match the Star card with one or more players, you and the other players will go into bonus rounds while everyone else that didn't match waits. If you keep matching, keep playing bonus rounds until there are no more matches. When this happens, everyone else is back in the game. If 3 or more players match, follow a process of elimination. If you don't match, you're out. If you do match, keep going until there are no more matches. If you reach your last card during a bonus round, go ahead and put it down for others to see. If it matches, you win. If the card you put down doesn't match, switch your card out for a new basic card of your choosing from your discard pile. You can't choose any wild cards here. And finally, the Bomb card. This is a card you do not want to match. If you match this card, you and the other players you matched with will keep the bomb card plus add one extra card without looking from your discard pile. The only way to safely discard the bomb card is to not match it. If you don't have a card to add back to your deck, simply skip one round. If all players match the bomb card, the round is a draw. Replay the round. Now, if by chance all but one player puts down the bomb card and there has been no matches so far in the game, the one player that didn't match gets rewarded by putting down 2 cards on the next round. Sudden death. If you are a group of 4 or more players and at least 2 players match their last card, the players that matched will choose a teammate to form a duo. Each duo chooses 5 cards they want to play with. Any cards are fine. You must have the same cards as your teammate. You do not need to have the same cards as any of the other duos. Next, you want to shuffle your cards. On go, each duo puts down a card facing up. The first duo to make a match wins. If more than one duo matches at the same time, continue until one duo matches and the others don't. If you have players who like to cheat, play sudden death like this. Shuffle your cards face down. Then play each round without looking at your cards. On go, he plays one random card facing up. The first duo that matches wins the game. If you're a group of 3, play sudden death like this. The 2 players that matched will select one card each and place it face up on the table. These cards must be different from each other. The third player will shuffle their deck face down. Not looking, he will flip each card, one by one, facing up until one card matches. The player that matched wins the game. And that's how you play Lucky Chicken. Good clucking luck.
Note to all players. In developing this game, we realized that multiple scenarios can occur. The ones listed in these instructions are just a few of the most common. If a scenario comes up that isn't covered here in the rules, you are welcome to improvise on the outcome of that scenario. What matters most is you, your family, and your friends have a good time.